crystal walls.
Are
these creatures Pikmin too? You're giving me a funny look. Hey everybody, it's Jeff here of NVideo Games, back for another episode of Let's Play Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, on the NES. We left off just clearing the Swamp Palace, or Medoro Palace, whichever you prefer to call it. And in this episode we're going to be working on trying to do the Graveyard Palace and the Island Palace, if we have enough time. So let's check it out and see how things go. Alright, here we go. Just hoping I can avoid that enemy, but that did not happen, obviously. And we got hit in the process. So I don't want the down thrust yet. Alright, so we're going to be trying to go back to Death Mountain this time and get the hammer is what we're going to attempt to do here. If we can stop running into enemies, that would be very helpful. And getting hit by stuff needlessly. I don't know, is there something in there? I don't know if I got what was in here already or not. I probably already did, but I'll check it out anyway. Yeah, I'm getting jacked up here. I really could use a ferry. Now obviously today is a Friday and I normally don't stream on Fridays, but as I mentioned before, I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow, so I'm doing my Saturday stream today. And Sunday I probably will not be able to do that stream either. I'll probably have to do that on Monday. The red jar there. Don't need that. I'm full of magic. I need health though, badly. So the blue ones, spiders will fall, the red ones do not. If we stand under them for long enough. Is this right here? Yes, it is. Nice. That bridge I can go across, but it will trigger a battle scene. With, I think it has skeleton fish there, and possibly bubbles too, you have to avoid. This one's a little easier to go across. It's just the skeleton fish. There we go. So I'm gonna go back down here to this town, which is Saria or Saria, however you want to call it. Couldn't remember what the name of the town was. Okay, this is the chick that needed the mirror that we didn't talk to before. She says, "Oh, you found my mirror. Follow me." I didn't know her mirror was missing. Well, of course I did, but you know what I'm saying. I hadn't talked to her before I found the mirror, I don't think. Use this magic to restore your life. Nice. Got life magic now. Like 60 magic points. That's almost four full blocks of magic almost. And you find the health restorer lady here somewhere too. Wherever she is. That's the magic one. Here's the health restorer. There we go. Full up on life now. I talked to the riverman again. some reason you have to talk to him every time. It doesn't just stay assembled the bridge. Maybe it's like a drawbridge or something, and it opens and stays open unless you talk to him. I don't know. Alrighty, so we're at Death Mountain finally. And I'm probably going to get lost again. And if I do, I will be consulting a map, because I don't feel like walking around Death Mountain for the entire hour. I'm getting jacked up here. At least I have the life spell now. So I can restore my health if I need to. Take that Octorox. Blue Goria. Took care of him relatively easily. I'm going to use life. There you go. They're all like 4 blocks, as I said. More slimes and keys. We're a bat. There we go, 2 for 1. Ah, yes. That thing. I'm sure they have a name, but I don't know what their name is. Hate those guys. They're a lot easier once you have the down thrust, but I don't have that yet, so. Not sure why Link decided to turn around there. Blocked the first rock and got hit by the second one. Very helpful. A P-Bay there, 50 experience. I mean to do that. Spiders are not very good for grinding purposes. They're pretty useless. They only give like 2-3 experience. There you go, 200 for that P-bag there. Ah, that's where we just were. Guess we don't want to go there. Alright, we're at a bridge with these skeleton fish again. I'm gonna red one of these guys. Hate these guys. Man, I barely killed him. Hopefully enough. So say hopefully enough for jump, because I gotta get up there to get the red jar. So I need to use life. There we go. We're able to use life finally. Didn't fill up our health completely. It will not restore your health completely if you're too low, like I was there. But it's better than where we were in terms of health. Another blue Goria here. Another blue Keys as well. Another one of these guys. Before you get the down thrust, the kind of jump slash thing attack style that I was doing there is probably the most effective way to kill them. Until you get the down thrust, like I was saying. I managed to get hit by a Keys, so that was pretty sad. Alright, there you go. Alright, we're almost there, I think. Another one of these guys. That one's a little easier to take out than others because you have the height advantage. The jump slash technique there that I mentioned to you worked pretty well. We're close to another level up as well. There's some red slimes there, now we got blue ones. Another one of these guys again. Red jar, thankfully. So I gotta use life again here. I think there's probably another one of those orange or red ones down here. Yep. I thought there was. Might be a red one too. Another red jar. Nice. Full magic finally. Alright, here we finally are. We got a red one here, I think. Yep, there he is. Basically, you should wait for him to do his attack and then jump over it. We're going to cancel as we want to get life because we're low on health here. It's one of these ground enemies to deal with. This is a red keys, which turns into a demon that shoots a fireball at you. Like so. I think there might be another one of those guys in here, possibly. I got the goat frog things. Orange one. Oh, there's ground guys. More Octoroks. Alright, that was the wrong direction. I was supposed to go down there. Can't remember which one is down and which one's up. Don't remember which direction to go either. I have a red one of these guys. Got hit there. That's because he'll run away when you close in on him. Oh, thank God, life. I was about to die. I was going to use my life spell there, but I didn't have to, thankfully. Thankfully, there looks to be no enemies here. Oh wait, there's those spiny things. You can't kill them without down thrust, so you just need to wait for them to jump off the platform so you can proceed. I mean, you can probably kill them with one of the more advanced spells once you get it, but yeah, this point in the game you don't have that, nor down thrust, so you can't kill them. Really red one. Jumped too early there. There you go. And drop your P-Bag, it's 200 EXP. And there's the hammer, finally. Now we can destroy the boulders that are blocking our path in several spots. Including one right outside. Gotta navigate this section here of these stone pillars and platforms, basically. And as I mentioned before, the lava is instant death if you fall in it, so you probably don't want to do that. Just a thought. There's a red one. Kind of like a dinosaur, alligator, crocodile combination thing. Lack of a better description. More Octoroks. There's a blue jar there, and there's a red jar. Go ahead and use life because the red jar will fully restore our magic, regardless of how low it is. Did this red guy respawn? Nope. Good. I was making sure my camera's still working there with the wave that I just did, in case you're wondering what that was about. Sometimes it likes to freeze up on me, so I test it with that method. The keys respawn there, but the other guys did not, so that's good. So you use the hammer by hitting A when you're next to a boulder. And here we go. There is our magic container, or a magic container. So now we have 6 blocks of magic. Is there something down in that graveyard? I don't remember. I think there might be. This is one of the desert battle scenes you see here. It's got these tall worm-like enemies, as well as the constant spawning of fireballs. These eye enemies, which if they hit you, they will drain off experience. I'm about to die here. Got lucky there. Alright, better get out of there. One more hit would kill me if I didn't use life there. These fireballs, or rocks, whatever you want to call them, they're the same thing as the Octorox ones, so you don't have to do anything special. You just block them. Ugh. This is a strong scene here with the desert. Lugoria. When we go up this path here, I tried to. Almost jumped it too early there. Got knocked in the lava, practically. Jacked up here. It's blue jar for us. Alright. So this is all path right through here, so we don't have to worry about any monsters spawning while we're here. This automatically puts us over here. And there's a little trick you can do. If you walk into a monster at the same time as you go over the top of a scene, it will skip it. They'll cancel each other out, basically. It's hard to time correctly, though. Yeah, I couldn't time it, so I'm just going to do the scene. Some mob ones here. Blue ones and red ones. Blue ones being more powerful, of course. That wasn't too bad. Oh, we got the second part, okay. Got some bubbles here. And we got one of these red guys again. It's red axe throwers. Well, not sure why I use shield, because if I get hit one more time I'm dead regardless, but force of habit, I guess. Alright, so this is all path here except for when you walk into the cross symbols there. That is considered a graveyard, and that is a battle scene. So you want to try to avoid doing that if at all possible. Now where I smash the boulder, that turns into a desert tile, and that is considered a spot where you can face combat. So if you're trying to survive, you want to try to avoid staying on that for a long period of time. That's why I went back this direction, because I was going back to the town to heal up, because I'm about to die. Even though I've already been in this town before, there's really no need for me to go here, except for that purpose. Is there a magic restorer here? Nope. Well, there'll be one in the next town, probably. Some orange Gorios. So we got another boulder over here we can break. We got these spiny enemies in here. These ground crawlers. Blue Goria. Heart container, yay! That restores our health. Now we have 6 blocks of health. We may not end up getting to the Island Palace. I don't know. Depends how long Greyheart Palace takes. There's one more spot I need to go to back over here to the west. Another cave that is blocked off by a boulder. Not mean to go into the scene. Alright, the boulder is up here in the swamp. We got orange gorias and goat frogs. There's the boulder that I was referring to. And here's the cave. So we got a bridge scene here with skeleton fish. They like to shoot rocks at us. Orange dinosaur crocodile guy. I think there's a red one there too. Yep. I remember that somehow. Got hit a couple times there and I shouldn't have. Another red one. Red jar, yeah. That is the Water of Life, I believe is what it's called. That is a special item that you need to get a spell, if I remember correctly. So that is why I went here before I went to the town, because I'm going to need that in the next town. And I just ran right into a skeleton fish and a rock, which also takes off EXP if you get hit by it. Experience. So, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but once you run into an enemy on the map, when you come out of that particular combat scene, it will reset the appearance of enemies. They won't appear right away as soon as you walk back out, usually. So we're in our next town here. This is the harbor town of Mido. Sorry, I know nothing. Hello. Very helpful townsfolk here. And there's some building we can go in. Talk to this guy. Ask Error of Ruto about the palace. Okay. What's he say? The Island Palace in the south has a raft. So up there you need to jump to get up there. Hello, young fellow. So you can actually use your magic in town, believe it or not. Even though it doesn't look like it, this building has a roof, as you can see. This one looks like it has a roof, but it doesn't. Or at least not one that you can stand on. So we go in there, and here's our little basement room with a new person to talk to. It's not the old man this time. When you jump, press downward to stab. Oh yeah, we got the down thrust. Check it out. Boing, boing, boing. You can actually use it like a pogo stick when you bounce off enemies too, if they don't die in one hit. This is pretty funny. Finally got the down thrust. There's the magic restorer. That's a trick you can do too, is to get it to restore your magic, then use life as soon as it gets up to the right amount of blocks of magic, and then it will continue restoring. The water of life! Quick! Come with me! That old lady there, she's the one that wanted the water of life that I mentioned that I got in that one cave back by the swamps. That is why I got it before I came here, as I mentioned. Here's another basement scene, and this is the old man here, who teaches us a spell, most likely. This magic word will give you power. And he taught us the fairy spell, as you can see there at the bottom. And, well, that turns us into a fairy, basically. Which gives us the ability to fly, and also pass through locked doors, without a key. But it takes 60 magic points, which is about 4 blocks, like life does. Anybody in that one? No, look at it. Find magic in a cave in Marouge Swamp. So that particular old lady there that we talked to in the red, she was telling us that we were supposed to go back to the swamp there and get to the island cave, or the cave, and we would find the water of life. That was what she was referring to, pretty sure. These worm enemies, by the way, they don't die on the first hit. You have to drop them down. Here, this is a little town scene of sorts. She says, this is King's Tomb. So this is the King of Hyrule, I believe, is buried here, supposedly. Though you can't read the grave to verify that. You just have to take the old woman's word for it. There's a spot here on these, this graveyard area here where you'll fall down, and that is how you get to the Graveyard Palace. Somewhere down here, I don't remember where exactly. Getting jacked up by these enemies. And like I said earlier, if I trigger combat on top of the scene, it will cancel each other out and it won't take me into the scene. There it is. That is what I was referring to. And you want to, you should have the down thrust when you come here, and you want to hold down as soon as you drop down that hole, because there's enemies on the ground, as you can see. So this part right here, jump is not high enough, you know, just without using the jump spell, and even using the jump spell is not high enough. So what you have to do is use the fairy spell, and there you go, you turn into a fairy, like so. It allows you to fly up there. And if that fairy spell only lasts the current screen you're on. Once you go off the screen, it will go away. And now that we have the down thrust, we can kill those spiny enemies that are on the ground. Alright, so here we are on the island where the Graveyard Palace is located. Level 3, this is. So we got an iron knuckle there in the statue instead of a red jar, which does happen occasionally, as I've mentioned previously. So fight him off. And by the way, I called them Dark Knuckles a lot in the last episode. They're actually or Dark Nuts, rather. They're actually Iron Knuckles, not Dark Nuts. Those guys are a lot easier to kill with down thrust as well. Those blue helmet head-like guys. This is a version of the Staphos here. So, tougher version. I think they're like a Staphos Knight is what they're called, I think. I might be wrong about the name. So since we have the glove from the Swamp Palace, we'll break blocks with the down thrust. Like so. We might be able to do Island Palace. About half an hour left. I may go long if I can get there before the episode's over. So obviously you need the glove to complete this palace, so there's a key buried in the blocks there. These guys like to jump around a lot. I might have did magic because I need to use life here. So our life is at level 6, our magic's at level 5, our attack's at level 4. So I freed the iron knuckle there intentionally. We can't jump up there normally, so we have to use the jump spell to go up there. There's another iron knuckle down there we can fight if we so choose to do so. Which I do choose to do so, because he may drop a jar for us or a bag, and he did not do either of those things because he was a jerk. Alright, there's a red Staphos Knight. We can go right or we can go left and down the elevator. We'll go right first. Got a red iron knuckle here to deal with. And there's, oh, he dropped it back that time. There's a key there for us. And one of these eyeball enemies. I think they're called Moas, but I might be wrong about the name. They drop fire in the palaces, of course. We'll run away from him. No sense in wasting our time with him. There's a locked door, or we can go left. I'll go left first. Got a red iron knuckle here again. Another locked door. I do have 2 keys, okay. We'll go ahead and go this way then. We can go down there, or we can keep going left. We'll keep going left. Don't know if this palace has any false floors or not. I know later ones do, but I don't remember if this one does. Don't think it does, but I might be wrong. So these panther head like guys, or lion head, tiger heads, whatever you want to call them, they constantly spawn. So you just want to try to kill them off as quickly as you can, and they alternate the direction they go to. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. With their projectiles they shoot at you. Pretty simple once you know their pattern. And as long as you kill them, of course. What do we get there? Key? Yeah, that was the key. Alright, we'll go down here. Another locked door. Red Staphos Knight, which we killed. P bag up there. And another one of these guys. And I forced him off the screen. Don't have enough to use jump, so I can't get a P-bag. That one you can barely make it up there. That is a blue iron knuckle. They have sword beams. You want to avoid those guys as much as possible. Do not bother engaging them unless you have to. See, there it goes. The sword beam goes through blocks as well, which also sucks. I don't know how I didn't die there. There's another red iron knuckle down there and a P bag. I might come back to that. Oh no, this is the boss. Okay. Yeah, we gotta come back this way. Well, crap, how am I gonna get out of here? I don't have up thrust. Well, that's a good way to do it. Die. Game over. Oh, okay. I didn't know I was out of lives. Well, we're back at the very beginning of the game. That's one thing that annoys me about this game. I may have mentioned this last time. I don't remember if I did, but the game, when you game over in a palace, it doesn't start you back at the beginning of the palace. It sends you back to the beginning of the game. Very, very irritating. All these boulders I broke, they do not stay broken. I have to break them again, which is also annoying. Well, at least I keep all my abilities that I earned. Didn't lose down thrust, or my spells, for example. There we go. So, the secret entrance there to go to the Island Palace, or the Graveyard Palace, rather, you go directly south of the King's Tomb, and you'll land on it. By the way, when you use a fairy spell, you're unable to turn back into regular Link until you go off the screen. You can't, like, just change back and forth between the two on the same screen. So we'll try this again here. I can stop getting into unnecessary combat. That would be nice. Alright, here we go, back at the Graveyard Palace. That red jar that time. Means we can use life. And there we go, full on magic and life. Got one of these blue helmeted guys here. The reason I say they're easier to deal with down thrusts is because they throw those mace-like weapons at you. So the blue Staffless Knight here. They're more difficult than the red ones, obviously. These spiny enemies, I hate these guys. Very annoying. Alright, I'm trying to down thrust him, but it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. About to die here. 1.5 blocks of health left. Say blue jar there. Use our health spell. A little bit back. Took care of that guy. We've got the red iron knuckle here to deal with. A lot easier than the blue variety, that's for sure. Come here, red one. There you go. Took care of old red there. Alright. Try not to destroy that many blocks. Didn't know I'd be able to make that jump or not. Pretty far jump. Alright, I guess I retain the keys. I don't know. I'll try going right this time. I think there is a spot out here where you are required to use the fairy spell, but I might be wrong. I know there is at least one palace where you are required to use it. Just don't remember which one. Another blue jar. A key. Red iron knuckle. Sometimes you can force them off into the lava, which of course will kill them off. Same with the slimes there, as you saw that one jumped in. When you're against the blocks like that, you want to make sure you hold the direction you're traveling, so because it will do knockback on you when you break a block, and you might get knocked into lava inadvertently when you're trying to like break the blocks. There's a P-bag for us. A blue iron knuckle. Bad again. Blue iron knuckles are one of the toughest regular enemies in the game. Maybe the toughest regular enemy in the game. Another locked door there. There's our item here. If I can ever get past this blue iron knuckle. There we go, finally killed him. Got the raft, yeah. That's our item for this dungeon. Or level, whatever you want to call it. Temple? Palace. Palace, that's the word I was looking for. The series changes the name of levels so many times I can't keep up with it sometimes. They're palaces, they're dungeons, they're levels. What are they? Who knows? So there wasn't any red jar up there, or a blue jar for that matter. Unfortunately. So you just jumped in the lava there. You wait for them to go by, it would make it easier for you to jump across, obviously. There's the pogo hop there. 3 for the price of 1. It goes to the boss down that way, I think. So we'll go back up. Sometimes you can get jars out of those statue heads on the wall there. Not always, but sometimes. Now it seems like you can't make this jump right here without the jump spell, but you can. I've done it before. Multiple times. It's hard to do, but it is possible. And I'm not able to do it at the moment. There we go. And you can make that one too without jump. This difficult to do, as you saw. Magic jar there. One of these spiny enemies to deal with. If you get hit by a block when it falls, it will do damage to you, as you just saw there. I got hit by a couple of them. That's what happens if you don't let a ceiling build for you. You're gonna run the risk of getting hit. What's the entrance? Maybe I was going the right way initially. I think this is the entrance. Yep. My bad. In the wrong direction. Oops. Got hit by that thing. Yeah, we're probably not going to get to the Island Palace. I thought we would, but... probably not going to have enough time. I haven't even finished this one yet. Close, but not all the way there. I know these spiny things respawn all the time even if you kill them. I guess this was the right direction down here. And to the left. I think I went left before. I'll go down this time. Red staff last night. There's a pea bag. This is where I was. What the heck? I died again, of course. This goes to the boss. Well, I don't think there's anything here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to the boss. Here's the boss, where I got the raft. Don't have to worry about that. So you need the down thrust of the boss, obviously, because you have to down thrust him as he rides by on his horse. And he is a blue iron knuckle on a horse. That is our level 3 boss. And he's only vulnerable in a certain part. I think it's the head of the horse, I think. Doing about 3 bars, 4 bars now, down to half health. There we go. Got 2 hits left on. There we go. Running low on health. That was a good thing I killed him there. There's our key. Open our locked door. Got 4 crystals left to place, and there we go. There is number 3. 3rd crystal placed. So we can choose the level of attack, magic, or life. And we'll go ahead and do attack because that is lagging behind. Take it to level 5. And there we go. Level 3 is complete. Graveyard Palace. Blue jar there. Spiny enemy. So now we don't need a fairy spell to get through here because we can just drop her down. 3 for 1 and then an extra. Alright, so now that we have the raft, we can go across the water. There's a red jar there, which we don't need at the moment. So remember, these guys took 2 hits when I had, or 3 hits rather, 1 to knock them down and then 2 once they were down. Well, they only take 2 hits, 1 to knock them down and 1 to kill them. So now we have the raft, watch. We can go across the sea. Yeah, new area to explore. These guys are invulnerable to what we have right now. We cannot kill those jumping spiders, currently. These guys are only vulnerable to damage when their eyes are open. P-Bay there for us. And here's our next town. And this town is called... Welcome to Naburu. Naburu. You must save Hyrule. Well, I'm working on it. Here's this guy hanging out in this house. With boots, I could walk on the water. Boy, man, if you got some boots that will let you walk on water, you might want to invest in that idea and get rich. That's the magic restorer. Please save our town. I don't know, your town looks okay to me. I don't see any problems with it. Alright, here's our person we need to talk to. I am thirsty, she says. So you come over and talk to the fountain. Want to get some water? Then come back and talk to her. Apparently she's incapable of walking the 10 feet to get the water herself. You have water, come to my house. Why she's incapable of walking to go get it herself, I have no idea. And like with all the others, she disappears once you go inside. Yeah, there she turns into an old man, one or the other. This magic will make your sword shoot fire. Yeah, I got the fire spell. Takes 1 block of magic. That is what will allow us to kill those jumping spiders you saw earlier. The fireballs themselves do damage, not the sword. And there'll be other enemies as well that are only damageable by fire. Jump in a hole in the palace if you go. Please save our town. Alright, she's the same thing. I cannot help you. Yeah, you can, you just don't want to. This person hanging out by a fountain. See a man in Darunia before the islands. This lady. The river devil eats those who are weak. There's a keys up there. You can actually talk to it. It talked to it 4 times. You are persistent. Find heart over ocean. So he tells us there's a heart piece out in the ocean. Or heart container, rather. And that we can't get without the boots. We need the boots to be able to do that. And that is out this direction. And we can't go south either, because there is a thing blocking our path. So here's these jumping spiders I told you about. Now there you go. I use fire and I can shoot them. There's another jumping one. Pretty cool, huh? There's the thing blocking our path. We can't go down that way yet. So the strong version has these bee-like enemies that drop rocks and fly around and be annoying, as well as the jumping spiders. Speaking of jumping spiders, there's some more of them in this cave. Takes 3 hits from the fire currently to kill them at my current attack level. You can shoot ahead of time, it'll go down the screen with you, which can be helpful. Get some early hits in on enemies. I think there's another enemy up here. Yep, these scorpions. Only damageable by fire and only when their eye is open. Or only damageable when their eyes open, period. You don't need fire for them, I don't think. I was mistaken. There's a 500 point P bag for us. Try to get the fire spot equipped in case these spiders respawn. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough time to do Island Palace. I'll have to wait till next time. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I would have enough time. But I was mistaken. Some levers there. I think that's their name. And Octoroks, the blue variety, which are stronger than the red variety. There's a scene here. Have to use a jump spell. Can't get up there otherwise. And there's another 500 point P bag for us up there. I believe that's all that's over here. So that is a palace there. This is the same scene we were just on. We'll go back from the way we came. And we have to go to the cave north of Naburu, I believe is where we need to go. Those, I don't know, dinosaur looking enemies there, I think they require fire to kill. I think. More red keys in here. There you go, killed one of them. On the other side here now. Another ferry. Or a ferry. That's very helpful. We definitely needed that. There's a town over here somewhere. Yep, there it is over there to the west. So these blue ones will actually walk back and forth here. And sometimes you can make them jump into the water and die, which is helpful. Sometimes they'll knock you into it, so you have to be careful of that. Because if you fall in there, you die, of course. We've got another scene here with the same thing, the blue Octoroks. But now we have bubbles also to avoid. Here's our town. Mountain town of Darunia. You go in here, there's nothing there, it looks like. There's somebody. The devil does not like noise. I want to talk to you, I want to talk to this person. Please save our town. She turned into an enemy. Stop by for a while. Health restore. Magic restore. The palace has a false wall. You must save Hyrule. Working on it. I think I can go in one of these houses here. Yeah, there we go. Jump on the roof. And go across these roofs. And you go down the chimney. Link pulls a Mario there and uses the pipe, or in this case a chimney. And to the basement we go. And you got another soldier. When you jump, press up to stab. We got the up thrust, oh yeah. There's the up thrust in action. Good for hitting enemies that are above you. Of course. Hence the name up thrust. So I have the up and down thrust. So here's the person that probably has a magic spell. Rescue the kidnapped child on the island. We don't have the child yet, so we have to go rescue him. A powerful knight lives in this town. Yeah, I already talked to him. He's referring to the guy who teaches you the up thrust, who I already talked to. So now we gotta go back the other direction to these scenes here. Getting jacked up by these bubbles. Who knew the Link would not like to deal with bubbles? All the dangerous enemies in Hyrule, bubbles are the most deadly. Fairy. Oh, I missed it. These red eyeball things. Somehow managed to avoid all those guys. I'll take it. So I keep going east here. There we go. Now we're on the island maze. There are battle scenes here. I don't remember where specifically. Used to have it memorized. Lizophos. The very first appearance of Lizophos. There's the child that was kidnapped that we had to rescue. And that is where the Island Palace is as well, just to the north of us. Where we currently are, one you'll see when we get back on the map here. There it is right there. Yeah, but, well, like I said, we'll be saving that for the next episode. We don't have enough time to do it tonight, unfortunately. But we will go back to Darunia, and we will end the episode once we return the kidnapped child. Oh, there's no fairies that want to spawn, of course. Go figure. Oh. Come on, stop hitting me. I'm gonna use life there just in case. I'm taking a lot of damage here for some reason. Got hit there. Just want to see if my camera is still working. Almost jumped into the water there. The bubble. The knockback. You gotta be careful there with that knockback. It can cost you. Alright, we're back into Darunia now. Restore our health here. You know, once you get the life spell, you don't actually have to talk to the health restorer anymore. You can just talk to the magic one. and then use the life spell. But in this particular case, I didn't get a full restore there of life from using the spell, but now I did. So we gotta go find this lady who was talking about the missing child. I think she's in the next screen over, I believe. I think this is her house right here. Yep. You are a hero for saving my child. Come. Come what? Oh, I guess she might come inside. And like all the people that you talk to, they're not actually in there. For some reason. Here's the old man. This magic will strengthen a shield. That is the Reflect spell, 40 MP. That allows you to reflect magical attacks, hence the name, Reflect. And we'll probably be needing that in one of the palaces we have coming up. But again, I'll have to wait for another episode because I'm out of time for today. And I've got to start to record the podcast. Alright, well that's going to conclude this episode of Let's Play Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. Sorry I didn't get to do the Island Palace, but like I said, we'll be doing that next time. Let's see, when is our next scheduled stream? I don't have the next episode on my calendar. Currently, I have to update it. Next episode will be on Thursday the 19th. Looks like will be the next episode of Zelda 2. So, Sunday I may be doing GoldenEye. It may be on Monday. It's probably going to be on Monday, so I would lean towards Monday for seeing that. Because when I get home on Sunday, it may be too late for me to stream, or I may just be too tired to do so. So plan for Monday for GoldenEye, and that'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time, of course. And then Tuesday we'll be back to our regular schedule of Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday for our streams. All 8 p.m. Eastern time, of course. As I mentioned, we'll be recording the Incast live weekly Nintendo podcast here momentarily at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. That's a little less than half an hour from now. And we'll be streaming that on our YouTube channel, which you can find the link there on our video here in the stream. It's yt.vu/c lowercase c / uppercase u uppercase c aq lowercase uppercase c lowercase h 0 uppercase h 16 uppercase x lowercase w h uppercase a u lowercase f l f 8 l j uppercase, or I'm sorry, lowercase l uppercase q k rather q. I know it's pretty long to remember, so you can go to our website nvideogames.com and click on the YouTube icon there, and that will get you to our YouTube channel as well. And you can also just follow along directly on our website at nvideogames.com. We'll have the live version of our stream embedded on there as well for the podcast. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and game on.